Have you received a text message like this on your phone before? And some few minutes later, after receiving the first text message, you receive another text message. Join me on Online Errors as we look at how the bad guys are using SMS messages to gain access into our online accounts. Welcome to Online Errors. My name is Benjamin Osu Ansah. On this episode, we are going to look at how the bad guys are using SMS messaging to be able to access our online accounts. This episode is titled Send a Code. It was the end of the month and Alice's boss was on hand to provide the end of month report. Whilst preparing the report, Alice received an SMS message, and the message read like this: your Google verification code is 062345. She pushed the phone aside and continued with the report. So a few seconds later, Alice received another SMS message. Google has detected an unusual activity on your account. Please respond with the code sent to your mobile device to stop unauthorized activity. Alice, believing that this message was legitimate, immediately stopped the report she was generating. Alice quickly replied to that message with the initial verification code, and after she pushed the phone aside, Alice started complaining that her email account has been hacked. Alice works in a projectized office. Now, by the time she receives email from clients that are actually asking for a service from the organization, another person goes in and then is able to execute that contract. How did these bad guys end up doing this? Now, it all happened on that end of month when Alice was generating the end of month report for her boss. The two text messages that Alice received were not from Google, but were from the bad guys. The bad guys had been able to identify Alice's email address. Alice had activated two-step verification or two-factor authentication on her email account. So if you are not Alice and you're trying to log into Alice's email account, a text message will be sent to Alice's phone with a verification code for you to verify that you are the true Alice. Now, the bad guys did not have Alice's phone, and so they were not able to see the verification code. And on the Gmail page, login page, they were able to input Alice's email address as a username. Now, when you go to the password section, because they don't have the password, they went onto the link which says forgotten password. They click on the forgotten password and they scroll through the options that were given them. Now, they selected the option which says that send a verification code to my mobile phone. And knowing so well that the code has been sent to Alice's phone, they waited for some few seconds, and then after that, they also generated their own SMS message and sent that SMS message to Alice. Now, this is the message the bad guys sent to Alice's phone. Google has detected unusual activity on your account. Please respond with the code sent to your mobile device to stop unauthorized activity. When Alice received this SMS message, she quickly sent the Google verification code, which she had not requested for, to the number that sent her the SMS. Now, the bad guys, when they received the SMS message sent from Alice, quickly entered that verification code from Google, and they were able to have access into Alice's email account. Now, when they got access to Alice's email account, what they did was they provided an alternative email address into Alice's account. Now, this is what that alternative email address does. Anytime Alice receives an email, it automatically sends a copy to that alternative email address. They did not change the password to Alice's email account, but rather they gave an alternative email address that will copy every mail that gets into Alice's inbox. So anytime an important or confidential email drops in Alice's email account, she shares it with the bad guys sitting somewhere that Alice has no idea about. You should be suspicious about SMS messages requesting for a verification code, especially when you did not request for one. If you are uncertain about an unexpected request, kindly check with your email service provider to confirm the legitimacy of that request. A legitimate message from a password recovery service will only tell you about the verification code and will not necessarily tell you to respond to that message. So be very vigilant whilst you're online and look out for these messages that the bad guys always send, only to have access to your online account. Thank you very much for watching Online Errors, and please do well to subscribe to this channel and click on the notification button so you receive more videos on Online Errors. My name is Benjamin Oswan.